Welcome back.
The Immersive Reactions.
Episode
9.
and we're going, I've used this prop way too much, to war.
Yes.
So,
But are we prepared to go to
yeah,
war?
let's talk about that. Are we prepared for this? Are we prepared for what we're about to see? Any predictions about what is the worst case scenario of this to mentally prepare us for what might happen?
The worst case scenario that could happen is that they're completely unprepared. They think they're prepared. They go all about it completely wrong, and they're slaughtered.
How? I'm more talking about King's Landing with Lord Stark because the end goal here is for them to free him. What's the best case scenario? Let's do that.
The best case scenario is that Lord Stark puts aside his honor and just tries to literally just do what he's told. The best outcome. Bend the knee, whatever. Play the game to get out. Very, very
Okay, here's my best case scenario.
Okay.
Someone's dying. Someone's not going to survive. From what this show has told us and told us and told us is that this world is not for the faint of heart. This is a situation where someone's being accused of something. This is a situation where they're going to war over it. One of these main characters is not making it out of season 1. If I'm taking what the show is telling me, that is the case. Who? I don't know. We could lose multiple people. Hopefully, like, it's a tit for tat type of thing where, like, some of the Lannisters got 1 for 1, I'm saying, you know? But, again, the show isn't that kind to people, I don't think. Like, they show us, like, people getting enslaved, people getting murdered in the streets.
Just shoot.
Lord Stark getting stabbed in the back. The king dies. There is no mercy in this. Sansa's on her knees begging for mercy. There is no mercy in this place. And I'm afraid of what's going to happen. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
If you, hello? If you haven't checked out our Patreon yet, you can join for free.
Yeah.
You can get in there, see what we're doing. We have free posts sometimes. We'll post our updates. We have, for our paid members, behind the scenes, lore, bloopers, all of the uncut reactions up there. So make sure you check those out. And it really helps us because lately the YouTube algorithm hates us.
Yes.
I'll briefly explain why. So we are different type of reactions. We like to go into details. We like to do not so long intros, but when the outro comes, we break everything down bit by bit. But in general, no one but like the hardcore fans like to see those, right? We have our line is like 50% of people are still watching who click on the video through the whole video. They watch the reaction, about 50%. As soon as we hit our breakdown section, it drops to 10. So only about 10% of you want to see those breakdowns. And because they're so long, YouTube interprets that as this video is bad and no one wants to see it. So by doing what we want to do and breaking it down, going into the details, doing all that, YouTube is killing our channel.
Yeah.
By doing that. They don't recommend our videos as much. We get low views because of it. And that's the reason we do long breakdowns. We're still going to do them, but just so you guys know, that is our end of it. And if you really want to support us with those extended breakdowns and stuff like that, YouTube membership is just $2. Try to tell YouTube our video is worth watching. Because if 20-30% of our video only gets 10% of the total views, they look at that as, oh, these people are making bad videos. When really it's just we're trying to cater to a certain niche, right? Like you guys who really are invested in this show, we're trying to give you the best possible scenario. But YouTube is dumb and they see it as, oh, no one wants to watch this video. We're not going to give the video out to anyone, which is sad. I'm ranting now. Because you would think YouTube would be like, they're using less copyrighted material. YouTube has to hate reactors. We use copyrighted material and probably make them miserable because they have to like justify to copyright holders this is worth having up on YouTube all the time. And so I'm trying to make more reactions that don't rely so heavily on copyrighted material. So you would think, push that. But it's a computer, guys. The computer is not thinking about those things. It's unfortunate, but I hope you understand where I'm coming from. It's not really going to change anything. I'm just explaining where we're coming from and why we're going to be doing. So if you want to see that, it's just $2 and we'll do more of it. There's a lot of benefits you get with that tier too. Badges.
Yes.
We have all of our watch along reactions in there. So all you need is a copy and you get basically everything that's in the Patreon tier and YouTube.
And badges are handmaidely done.
Yeah, I made all the badges myself.
Well, customized, I should say.
Just liking the videos and commenting. We appreciate that if that's all you can do. And let's get into it.
Let's do it. All those gnarly bits. King's Landing is a whole nutcase right now.
I don't think it's going to get any better. That might be the pessimist in me, but... Oh, did you see that location? The twins?
Yes, I think that's what it said.
Oh, that's where they want to cross the river.
Oh!
From before. They were talking about crossing the river, and the only crossing is there. So I wonder if a lord controls who crosses, or a lord controls the lands around a crossing. They have to ask him or get his support and go to war with him. Because if you control a crossing and the Lannisters can't use it, then that's a huge advantage.
Well, yeah.
But again, if you came with enough force, you could just walk across the bridge. Nothing's really going to stop you. So maybe they need someone to guard the bridge.
Solitary. Oh my gosh.
This man's suffering.
You've seen better days, my lord.
Another visit. You're my last friend.
No. Many still love you. Sansa came to court this morning to plead for your life.
On her knees begging for me. Did you laugh with the others?
You do me wrong, my lord. Your blood is the last thing I want.
I don't know what you want. I've given up trying to guess.
When I was still a boy, before they cut my balls off with a hot knife, I traveled with a group of actors through the free cities.
That's what eunuch means.
They taught me that each man has a role to play. The same is true at court. I am the master of whisperers. My role is to be sly, obsequious, and without scruples. I am a good actor, my lord.
Can you free me from this pet?
I could, but will I? No. As I said, I'm no hero.
What do you want? Tell me. No riddles, no stories. Tell me, what do you want?
Peace. Did you know that your son is marching south with an army of Northmen? Loyal lad. Fighting for his father's freedom.
Rob, he's just a boy.
Boys have been conquerors before. But the man giving Cersei sleepless nights is the king. The late king's brother. Lord Stannis has the best claim to the throne. He is a proven battle commander, and he is utterly without mercy.
Stannis Baratheon is Robert's true heir. The throne is his by rights.
Sansa pleaded so sweetly for your life, it would be a shame to throw it away. Cersei is no fool. She knows a tame wolf is more use to her than a dead one.
You want me to serve the woman who murdered my king, who butchered my men, who crippled my son?
I want you to serve the realm. Tell the queen you will confess your vile treason. Tell your son to lay down his sword and proclaim Joffrey as the true heir. Cersei knows.
Listen to him, come on.
I don't know.
If you give her the peace she needs and promise to carry her secret to your grave, I believe she will allow you to take the black and live out your days on the wall with your brother and your bastard son.
You think my life is some precious thing to me? That I would trade my honor for a few more years of war? You grew up with actors. You learned their craft and you learnt it well. But I grew up with soldiers.
Damn.
I learned how to die a long time ago.
So he's essentially prepared. He literally told him what to do. This is a way.
What of your daughter's life, my lord? Is that a precious thing to you?
It's a hard position he's in. On the one hand, his honor is compelling him to say, I don't care about my life. It's
The heck? Oh.
I think they killed a messenger bird. On the other hand, he's I have to save everyone I can.
It's a birthday message to his grandniece Walder. Or so Walder Frey would have you think.
Keep shooting them down. We can't risk Lord Walder sending word of your movements to the Lannisters.
His grandfather's bannerman. To support.
Expect nothing of Walder Frey, and you'll never be surprised.
Father rots in a dungeon. Before they take his head. Cross the Trident, and we need to do it now.
Just march up to his gates and tell him you're crossing.
We've got 5 times his numbers. You can take the twins if you have to.
Not in time. Tywin Lannister marches north as we speak.
The Freys have held the crossing for 600 years, and for 600 years they have never failed to exact their toll.
All saddled and ready.
The twins alone, he'll sell you to the Lannisters as he likes.
I'll throw you in a dungeon, or slit your throat. I would do whatever it took to secure our crossing. When to lead this army, I can't have other men doing my bargaining for me.
Free.
You can't.
I have known
What?
Lord Walder since I was a girl. He would never harm me.
There was a prophet in it.
Oh my gosh. She said the same thing about Littlefinger. I've known it since I was a child. He would never betray me, and he... Oh my gosh.
I don't know what Littlefinger's doing.
Oh, spare me. Your boy's too proud to come before me himself. What am I supposed to do with you?
Father, you forget yourself. Lady Stark is...
Who asked you? You're not Lord Frey yet. Not until I die. Do I look dead to you?
Father, please.
I need lessons in courtesy from you, bastard. Your mother would still be a milkmaid if I hadn't squirted you into her belly.
Excuse me?
All right, you come forward.
Oh.
Now that I've observed the courtesies, perhaps my sons will do me the honor of shutting their mouths.
Your sons?
Oh boy. This guy also seems insane.
We can talk.
We're talking right now.
Oh boy.
Fine. Out! All of you!
He's like a concourse of people.
You two. You see that? 15 she is. A little flower, and her honey's all mine.
Oh. That's
I'm
sickening.
sure she will give you many sons.
Your father didn't come to the wedding.
He is quite ill, my lord.
Didn't come to the last one either, or the one before that. Your family's always pissed on me.
My lord, I will...
Don't deny it. You know it's true. The fine Lord Tully would never marry any of his children to mine.
I'm sure there were reasons.
I didn't need reasons. I needed to get rid of sons and daughters. You see how they pile up?
Oh.
Why are you here?
Yeah.
To ask you to
All
open
of the people in
your
that room
gates,
were
my lord.
his
Oh
children.
my god.
So my son and his bannermen may cross the Trident and be on their way.
Why should I let him?
If you could climb your own battlements, you would see that he has 20,000 men outside your walls.
There'll be 20,000 corpses when Tywin Lannister gets here. Don't try and frighten me, Lady Stark. Your husband's in a cell beneath the Red Keep, and your son's got no fur to keep his balls warm.
You swore an oath to my father.
Oh, yes. I said some words. Then I swore oaths to the crown, too, if I remember right. Joffrey's king now, which makes your boy and his corpses to be nothing but rebels, it seems to me. If I had the sense that gods gave a fish, I'd hand you both over to the Lannisters.
Why don't you?
Stark, Tully, Lannister, Baratheon. Give me one good reason why I should waste a single thought on any of you.
Oh my gosh.
He wants to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Or something. He wants something.
Soon he says.
Good. We'll be ready for this then. I thought a wolf was more appropriate for you than a bear. So I had a new pommel made called Longclaw. It's as well for a wolf as a bear, I think.
That's crazy.
Yes, that is.
This is Valyrian steel.
It was my father's sword. His father before him. The Mormonts have carried it for 5 centuries. It was meant for my son, Jorah. He brought his honor to our house, but he had to
My
grace
brain.
the sword before he fled from Westeros.
It was his
You honor me,
son.
but I can't.
Oh, you can, and you will. I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for you and your beast. Bloody
Yeah,
dead
that's
man
true.
tried to kill me. So you'll take it. You know more about it. Understood?
Yes, my lord.
I don't think this means I approve of this nonsense with you and Alistair Thorne. That's a man's sword. Take a man to wield it.
I'll apologize to Sir Alistair tonight.
No, you won't. I sent him to King's Landing yesterday. The hand that your wolf tore off that thing's wrist, I've ordered Thorne to lay it at the feet of this boy king. It should get young Joffrey's attention. And it puts 1,000 leagues between you and Thorne. I'll go and put your sword somewhere.
Wow, he did him double
Bring me
favors
my
there.
supper.
In all meaningful
Yes, my
ways.
That's a gift.
Mm-hmm.
How much Valyrian steel weaponry is there? Probably something that we'll learn later. Damn.
Wow. I'm happy. I'm genuine happy for him.
Let's have a look. At what? The sword. Show us the sword. Sword.
Oh.
Sword. 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 Sword.
Yeah. The group of people that hate him don't like it.
What about Sam?
What is it? Can't.
You can't what? I'm really not supposed to say. And yet, you really want to say.
What?
You want to say that... It was a raven. I read the message to Maester Raymond. It's your brother Rob. What? What about him? He's heading south, to war. All his bannermen have rallied to his side. They'll keep him safe.
Can't leave.
I should be there.
You can't, though.
I should be with him.
That's gonna be... He's back.
Lord Walder has granted your crossing. His men are yours as well. Less the 400 he will keep here to hold the crossing against any who would pursue you.
And what does he want in return?
You will be taking on his son, Oliver, as your personal squire. He expects a
Okay.
knighthood in good time.
Fine, fine.
That's fine.
And Arya will marry his son, Waldron, when they both come of age.
She won't be happy about that.
She's gone, too.
And when the fighting is done,
Okay.
you will marry one of his daughters, whichever you prefer. He has a number he thinks will be suitable.
Well, that's true.
Did you get a look at his daughters?
I did.
And?
One was...
One was.
Do you consent?
Don't have a choice.
Not
Yeah.
if you want to cross.
Then I consent.
All right. Good choice.
Here you go, boy. We're across.
Mm-hmm.
Tywin Lannister is... See? That's the break they needed. That's huge. I think after this episode, I'm going to take out a map.
Sam said you wanted to see me.
I did indeed. Perhaps you'd be kind enough to assist me. Tell me, did you ever wonder why the men of the Night's Watch take no wives and father no children?
No.
So they will not love. Love is the death of duty. The day should ever
Love
come when
is
your
the
Lord
death.
Father was forced to choose between honor on the one hand and those he loves on the other. What would he do?
You do whatever was right, no matter what.
Then Lord Stark is one man in 10,000. Most of us are not so strong. What is honor compared to a woman's love? And what is duty against the feel of a newborn son in your arms? Or a brother's smile?
Sam told you.
We're all human. We all do our duty when there's no cost to it. Honor comes easy then. Sooner or later, in every man's life, there comes a day when it is not easy. A day when he must choose.
And this is my day. Is that what you're saying?
It hurts, boy. I know.
You do not know. No one knows.
How you assume that?
I may be a bastard, but he is my father and Rob is my brother.
The gods were cruel when they saw fit to test my vows. They waited till I was old. What could I do when the ravens brought the news from the south? The ruin of my house, the death of my family. I was helpless, blind, frail. When I heard they had killed my brother's son, and his poor son, and the children, even the little children.
Who are you?
My father was Micah, the first of his name. My brother Egan.
Oh, he's shitting himself now.
When I had refused the throne, and he was followed by his son Aerys, whom they called the Mad King.
Aemon Targaryen.
I'm a maester of the Citadel, bound in service to Castle Black and the Night's Watch. I will not tell you to stay or go. You must make that choice yourself. Live with it for the rest of your days, as I have.
See, I was just guessing. You probably should assume an old person's never felt the same way you have.
They lived through a lot more.
Yeah.
Oh, who's that? Oh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, no, 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 no.
فيشي ما أخن أزيزة شكال دروغو أخي أخا.
Yeah, I think she's about to break whatever situation is going on there too. With him not being with it, it's gonna.
Our scouts tell us the
not
Stark
gonna
host
last
has
long.
moved south from the Twins, with Lord Frey's levies in tow. They're a day's march north.
The boy may lack experience and sense, but he does have a certain mindless provincial courage.
But do continue. Didn't mean to interrupt.
I do hope your savages are going to be of some use, otherwise we wasted good steel on them.
The great hairy one insisted he must have 2 battle axes.
Shagger likes axes.
When the battle commences, you and your wildlings will be in the vanguard.
The vanguard? Me and the tribesmen on the front lines.
They do seem rather ferocious.
Ferocious. Last night, Moonbrother stabbed a stone crow over a sausage. Bronn managed to keep Shagger from chopping off the dead man's, which was fortunate, but even still, Ulf is demanding blood money, which Shagga and Gunther refuse to pay.
When soldiers lack discipline, the fault lies with their commander.
Surely there are ways to have me killed that would be less detrimental to the war effort.
There will be no more discussion on the matter.
Appears I'm not hungry after all. Excuse me, my lords.
He hates his son.
Yes.
That's unfortunate, though.
Where did you find one so pretty at this hour?
I took her.
He has use. It's just not that.
From Sir... what's his name? I don't know. Ginger 3/10 down.
And he didn't have anything to say about it?
He said something.
Well, the odds of me living long enough for him to retaliate have just dropped drastically. We'll be at the Vanguard tomorrow.
Oh, well.
Oh, he's super thrilled.
I think I'll go and find myself one.
By myself, my own woman, apparently.
Who are you?
Who would you like me to be?
What did your mother call you?
Shay. What did your mother call you?
My mother died giving birth to me.
Is that why I'm here? So we can talk about our mothers?
What sort of accent is that?
Foreign. What do you want from me?
What do I want from you? I want you to share my tent. I want you to pour my wine, laugh at my jokes, rub my legs when they are sore after a day's ride. I want you to take no other man to bed for as long as we're together. And I want you to fuck me like it's my last night in this world, which it may well be.
And what do I get?
1, safety. No one will hurt you for as long as you're mine. 2, the pleasure of my company, which I have heard is spectacular.
Who told you this? Women you paid?
And 3, more gold than you can spend if you lived 1,000 years. You accept my proposal?
Well, I guess that's a yes.
I would assume, yeah.
So does that mean he just bought himself a wife?
Let's start with your last
I don't know
name
if
in
it's a
this world.
wife. He bought himself company.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And she's looking to be bought.
He is not good.
It's...
Khaleesi. He's very strong. No one understands how strong he is.
What the... Why is there just some random crap on top of his wound?
He will die tonight, Khaleesi.
He can't. He can't. I won't let him.
Even a queen doesn't have that power.
It's just like leaves.
We must go quickly.
Or just
The place is
hay
a
or
good point in
grass.
the Shire.
I won't leave him.
He's already gone, Khaleesi.
Even if he dies, why would I run? I am Khaleesi, and my son will be Carl after Drogo.
This isn't Westeros, where men honor blood. Here they only honor strength. They'll be fighting after Drogo dies. Who wins that fight will be the new Carl. You won't want any rivals. Your boy will be plucked from your breast and given to the dogs.
I won't leave him.
Oh no.
The wound has festered.
Boss Azizaki Shafka Akka. Shafka Asjin, my gunfrak at Khales Kishi.
Javrati le. Mezin Khaleesi Shafki.
Kash koi koi tira disse.
Bedrivoy Bevosi.
Anna vos zavek.
Ejavorsi. Drivi.
So he needs to tread
I think you should
carefully.
wear your armor tonight, sir.
I think you're right.
The thing is,
You've saved me once
maybe
more.
she's just too young to realize.
He's beyond the healer's skills. All I can do is ease his path.
Save him, and I will free you. I swear it. You must know a way. Some magic.
There is a spell. Some would say death is cleaner.
Do it.
Oh, we're not gonna ask questions?
There is a price.
You have gold. Whatever you want.
It's not a matter of gold. This is blood magic. Only death pays for life.
My death.
No, not your death, Khaleesi. Bring me his horse.
Oh my gosh.
Khaleesi, do not do this thing. Let me kill this witch.
Kill her, and you kill your Carl.
This is blood magic. It's forbidden.
I am your Khaleesi. I tell you what is forbidden.
I don't know if I'm prepared for this.
Probably not.
Go, now.
Take her and leave. Take her.
You must go also, lady. Once I begin to sing, no one must enter the tent. The dead dance here tonight.
The dead?
No one will enter. Bring him back to me.
I could cry.
What have you done?
I have to save him.
We could have been 10 miles away from here by now on the way to a Shire. You would have been safe.
Maigi. Koto, what's that?
Rosiana. Khaleesi.
Où allez, Jacques?
I don't know what's gonna happen here.
Are you hurt?
The baby
Hmm?
is coming.
Fetch the midwives.
They will not come. This issue is cursed.
They'll come or I'll have their heads.
The witch, she can bring baby. I hear her say so.
Are you in agony, my lion?
No.
You look like you're in agony. The fire is burning your pretty soft skin.
Damn you, woman! Are you immune to pain?
Just used to it?
Drink. Let's play a new game.
There's a Bravosi knife game I could teach you.
Does it involve the potential for losing fingers?
Not if you win.
No.
No fire games, no knife games.
Let's do something I'm good at.
What are you good at?
I happen to be a great judge of character.
This sounds like a boring game.
It's not. Here's how it works. I make a statement about your past. If I'm right, you drink. If I'm wrong, I drink. And no lying. I'll know if you're lying.
I don't want to play this game.
Fine. Brawn first. Your father beat you.
But my mother hit harder.
You killed your first man before you were 12.
It was a woman. She swung an axe at me.
You've been north of the wall.
What brought you up there?
Work.
And you once loved a woman many years ago, but it turned out badly, so you've never let yourself love again. Oh, wait, that's me.
Oh gosh. He's outing himself.
Your turn, my mysterious foreign beauty.
I don't want to play.
It's fun. Look at the fun we're having.
They're both drunk.
Your mother was a...
Drink.
Right? Your father left the family when you were very young, never to return.
Drink.
And we've established the rules about lying.
Drink.
Oh, she's serious.
Yeah. Stop assuming she had a terrible life.
You wanted a different life. You came from somewhere and you wanted to be elsewhere.
The whole shit-stained world could drink off that one.
Right, so specifics. You wanted to be elsewhere, but how would you get there? Don't believe the life of the Silent Sisters is for you. So, what's a low-born girl to do?
Drink.
You sure?
Drink.
So is she like important? She's
And
not.
don't talk about my mother and father ever, or I will carve your eyes from your head.
There you go.
My dear lady, if I have offended you, I apologize.
My turn.
Fine. Fine.
So is she from
Okay.
some royalty?
Try to penetrate the enigma. That is me.
Who were you in love with?
That's not how the game works.
I don't care the way the game works.
Our lord here used to be married.
Married?
How did you hear that?
No, you hear lots of things. Playing dice with Lannister soldiers.
Another night, perhaps.
Oh.
Not another night. This night.
It's not a pleasant story.
Or maybe I will cry.
I'm guessing the lady and I can tell more unpleasant stories than your lordship.
So, I was 16. My brother Jamie and I were riding when we heard a scream. She ran out onto the road, clothes half torn off, with 2 men on her heels. Jamie scared away the men easily enough while I wrapped her in my cloak. She was too scared to send off on her own, so while Jamie hunted down the rapers, I took her to the nearest inn and fed her. Her name was Taisha. She was a wheelwright's orphan, and she was hungry. Together we finished off 3 chickens and a flagon of wine. Impossible as it seems, there was a time when I was unaccustomed to wine. I forgot how afraid I was around girls, how I was always waiting for them to laugh at me or look away embarrassed or ask me about my tall, handsome brother. I forgot about everything but Taisha, and somehow I found myself in her bed.
For 3 chickens, I should hope so.
Didn't last long. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But she was good to me. She kissed me afterwards and sang me a song. And by morning, I was deep enough in love to ask for her hand. A few lies, a few gold coins, 1 drunken septon, and there you have it, man and wife. A fortnight anyway, until the septon sobered up and told my father.
Well, I imagine that was the end of all that.
Not quite. First, my father had Jamie tell me the truth. Girl was a whore, you see. Jamie had arranged the whole thing. The road, the rapers, all of it. He thought it was time I had a woman. After my brother confessed, my father brought in my wife and gave her to his guards. He paid her well, silver for each man. How many whores command that kind of price? He brought me into the barracks and made me watch. By the end, she had so much silver that the coins were slipping through her fingers and rolling onto the floor.
I would have killed the man who did that to me.
You should have known she was a whore.
Really? I was 16, drunk and in love.
A girl who's almost raped doesn't invite another man into her bed 2 hours later.
Yeah.
As I said, I was young and stupid.
True, too.
You're still young and stupid.
It's like, all right, I'll leave. See you later. That's a terrible thing to do to someone, especially your son.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's just evil.
I know he hates his son, but that's sadistic.
Oh.
What is it? What do you want? You're sleeping through the wall. What? They stole the Knight's March on us. They're a mile north.
Get my squire!
You don't have a squire.
If I die,
Weep for me.
You'll be dead. How will you know?
I'll know.
Just woke up.
Yep.
Give me a minute.
Stay low.
Stay low.
Oh,
If you're lucky, no one will notice you.
Born lucky.
Open of the veil! Gather round! Stone crows! Black ears! Burned men! Moon brothers! And painted dogs! Your dominion over the veil begins now! Onward to claim what is yours!
wow. Half-man. Oh my god. He's like, yeah, I'm a god. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
This guy ran over. Oh. Oh.
he got knocked out.
Yes, he did. Station. Wait, what?
I like how the camera's like in sync with his face.
You're a shit warrior.
Did we win?
We wouldn't be having this conversation if we didn't.
What did our tribesmen do?
Yeah?
Good. Nice to see them getting along.
You're wounded.
Good of you to notice. I hear we won.
The scouts were wrong. There were 2,000 Stark bannermen, not 20.
Did we get the Stark boy at least?
He wasn't here.
Where was he?
With his other 18,000 men.
And where are they?
They...
We should go, my lady. No.
Did he lose?
My lady.
Or did they like split their force up and with a smaller portion to distract them? There he is.
Oh, the emotions.
By the time they knew what was happening, it had already happened. Lady Stark, I'd offer you my sword, but I seem to have lost it.
It is not your sword I want.
Is that Jaime Lannister?
Give me my daughters back.
Put your binoculars on.
I've lost them too, I'm afraid.
Kill him, Rob. Send his head to his father. He cut down 10 of our men. You saw him.
He's more used to us alive than dead.
Take him away and put him in irons.
We could end this war right now, boy. Save thousands of lives. You fight for the Starks, I fight for the Lannisters. Swords to lances, teeth, nails, choose your weapons. And let's end this here and now. If we do it your way, Kingslayer, you'd win. We're not doing it your way.
Come on, pretty man.
Ah, okay.
We won a battle, and that's...
I sent 2,000 men to their graves today.
The bards will sing songs
Yeah.
of their sacrifice.
Aye, but the dead won't hear them.
One victory does not make us conquerors. Did we free my father? Did we rescue my sisters from the Queen? Did we free the North from those who want us on our knees?
This war is far from over.
Damn.
Essentially, he's saying that they've done nothing.
They've done... That's huge.
Well, from what
That's-
I understand. This
The
word.
war isn't over, yes. Correct. But that is a huge... Oh, she's just, like, rambling around.
She just killed a bird.
Could I have one? A lemon one? Or any of them?
3 coppers.
How about a nice fat pigeon?
Oh, piss off now, go on.
Do you have any stale ones from yesterday? Or any burnt ones?
Piss off.
She's like... She's starving.
Yes.
On the streets.
Hey, where's everyone going? What's happening? They're taking him to the Sept of Baelor. Who? The Hand of the King.
Oh, gosh.
What is that? Lord Stark is going to confess his crime.
If he does that, he may survive.
Yeah. Well, he needs to. He really did. He needs
He
to...
put aside his honor just to want them and hold them. But I don't know if he will.
Wow. What?
Oh.
Why do all these people...
Oh, gosh. Oh, Arya.
He's gotta hope that this crowd like accepts it, because I really feel like it.
He's got a filthy smirk.
Who?
Littlefinger. He walked up and I saw his little filthy smirk.
I come before you to confess my treason.
Huh, yes,
okay.
yes.
Of gods and men, I betrayed the faith of my king and the trust of my friend Robert.
All he has to do is get out of this place.
I swore to protect and defend his children, but before his blood was cold, I plotted to murder his son.
No, we don't need to say all that.
No.
The throne for myself.
He's going in too deep.
Let the High Septon and Baelor the Blessed bear witness to what I say. Joffrey Baratheon is the one true heir to the Iron Throne.
Okay,
All
good.
the gods, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and protector of the realm.
Good. Now let him go.
As we sin, so do we suffer.
Okay.
This man has confessed his crimes in sight of gods and men. The gods are just, but beloved Baelor taught us they can
Will the
also
crowd accept
be
it, though?
merciful. What is to be done with this traitor, Your Grace?
Spare him.
Oh my God.
Wishes me to let Lord Eddard join the Night's Watch. Stripped
Thank
of
you.
all titles and powers, he will serve the realm in permanent exile. And my lady Sansa has begged mercy for her father. But they've the soft hearts of women. So long as I am your king, treason shall never go unpunished.
No.
Sir Illit, bring me his head.
No, please. For the love of God. No.
Oh my God, this
Even his mother's like, don't. Do you see? Oh my gosh, stop. This is...
damn, bro.
No.
He just randomly chose that.
He did everything right.
That's the story. Damn it. Mother.
Jeffrey is unhinged.
While that was happening, all I could think of is because he was so honorable, he could never adapt to the situation of King's Landing fast enough. He always had to do everything the honorable way. Honor killed him. And I think that felt like a season ending. That's how it felt, like a season finale to me. Did it not? What the hell? I did not see that coming.
When he said Baelor was that assigned to... Because after he walked past, he said Baelor. And that guy saw Arya.
Yeah.
And he also went to Arya to somewhat shield her.
I think he just
Or was
saw
he
his
looking-
daughter there, and he knew that person was up the north, and he's like, go to my daughter, protect her. Maybe he didn't even realize that was... He knew he had to say something to help her out.
Yeah. What a shame.
But, damn. I don't want to on this guy, because he just died, but, man, if you could have done the honorable thing in lieu of... Maybe the honorable thing would take dishonorable acts to get to. If you really wanted Stannis to be the king, you needed to get out of there.
Yeah.
2 episodes ago. And now this has implicated his whole nation into a conflict. The critical mistake here was when the king died, they didn't have a witness.
Yeah.
They didn't have the queen, the prince, the council, and the head of guard in that room. It would have changed everything if they were in that room. He would still try to take power. All of those people in that room would have known what was going on and had a better way to counter Cersei going forward. And no one wants Stannis to be the king. I don't know why, and they all wanted sort of Renly, the fourth down, to be king. And my question then, I think it's Joffrey.
Little brother is...
Joffrey has a brother, and then Stannis would be third, and then Renly would be fourth. That's why he said,
Oh, Tommen.
I'm fourth in line. Tommen?
Yeah.
But really...
This was a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah. Why'd you get emotional about the scene where they're trying to heal him?
They took the horse, and it was just...
I don't know.
The horse suffering. And she was giving birth, and they brought her back into the tent where she was doing the blood magic with the horse slowly dying, and her husband slowly dying. Well, Arya's on the streets now. But now she's back in King's Landing because she was with Baelor. Now what the heck's going to happen with her?
I would assume, like, Jon at the Wall got all this information, and he's going to get the information. His father being killed now. The guy, I'm afraid of him leaving and getting implicated in this. Like him going to war too, and him dying because he wanted to help. And Robb The good thing about this episode is Rob captured Jaime Lannister.
And Jaime tried to manipulate him to do it, and Rob's like, no.
Yeah.
We're not playing your games.
Working. I would be so pissed off if they're like, yeah, let's have a fight to the... I'd be like, okay, there's too many mistakes being made for me to enjoy this. Someone needs to have some clarity.
Maybe I was a little over emotional. Now I'm thinking about it. It was just very emotional.
That's fine.
Whole thing.
You can be emotional if you want.
I was trying to hold it back.
Why?
Oof.
You don't need to do anything. You can do whatever you want. Are you okay?
I'll be fine. The person, Shay.
Yeah, that character came up.
I wonder her story.
She'll probably tell it eventually.
Arian, she seems to have an effect on him.
I feel like he does have feelings for her more than like the general women that he pays in his life. I feel like he feels more for her than other people. Just the way he acts.
I think they also have the same kind of like sarcasm and humor.
She's probably more, maybe it's just surface level right now and it's not really anything major. You need to start at the surface.
Tywin literally told Jaime all these things in the tent before. Now here, Jaime is hostage by the Starks.
What did he tell him in the tent?
The things that he's been told, and being held hostage means that they're not in control of things. They don't have the upper hand.
Yeah, we can break that down a little bit. I don't know if I can find like...
You're too worried about pride. Your pride. I think that was a really honorable moment when I forgot his name because my head isn't on right. Lord Snow got that sword instead of a bear with a wolf, a white wolf, dire wolf.
Mm-hmm.
So it was supposed to go to his son, but it's going to him instead. That was big.
Oh, that's a good map. It's a 10,000 by 8,000 pixel image, so it's huge. So that's the wall.
Mm.
Winterfell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what are Stark colors? Green? They come down this road south, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tywin Lannister was like, they've come through the neck,
Yeah.
which is this, down to here, and then they went there, right? And they got permission to cross.
Yes.
What was the place called that he was sieging? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't remember if we got a name, right? Sally Dance. River Run. That sounds familiar, right?
It does.
Making siege to River Run. So I'm guessing here. I have no clue what happened. The battle happened somewhere down here, and they like did that or went around and had the battle here, but they took him captive, and we'll definitely do. I'm just trying to understand it as we sit in the episode. So over here is the Erie. So that's where they came from. They went through that road, through the Bloody Gate, and then the river here, or she went up the King's Road, met with him here,
yes.
And then they went through the Twins together. So that's where the sister is.
Yes.
There, somewhere over here. The Crown's Lands. King's Landing's way down here on the map.
Right distance.
The Westerlands.
Casterly Rock.
Yeah, that's where Tywin Lannister's from, I think. So if Tywin Lannister left, we're all speculating here. He went up through here, maybe crossed here, and left Jaime to siege this place. Went to attack Robb's force, and then Robb sent 2,000 people to distract Tywin's force, and brought the other 18,000 around to attack Jaime at River Run. They took Jaime at River Run that was trying to siege it, which means they were just waiting them out. This is interesting to me because I'm a history nerd and play way too many strategy games. So
I mean, they did do it a good way though.
there is so much detail on this map.
I'm
keeping this goddamn map.
And that crazy sister's so concerned about everyone getting in. Does she realize what is around her? The elevation? I'm assuming that
That's mountain.
Yeah, come on now.
Yeah. Holy shit. That's a crazy map. I'm not going to look at it too much, not to spoil myself of locations, but I'm just looking at what we've seen so far. She was like, our cat was like watching the map too. She's like, huh.
Interesting.
Our cat is a Game of Thrones fan.
Yes.
She's always in here watching it. But
you guys weren't lying when you said it was a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah. The thought process I had, I kind of saw it coming in a way. I did not think it was going to be in this episode. It was going to be like a season finale thing, like episode 10, where they would kill someone off. And I didn't like, I kind of suspected with Lord Stark's position that he might die. But again, this opens up a whole new avenue because I was under the impression that the Queen had full control of Joffrey. I thought that was the case, but it seems that he is not controllable, which...
Well, he said they're acting with the woman emotions.
It's not womanly. The reason they're keeping him alive is for leverage. It's not womanly. I don't know if they explain that to him or if they're just babying him so much that he's not privy to that information. But Lord Stark was being held for leverage. That is the only reason. If they had no reason to keep him anymore, they would kill him.
They could have killed him when the first time, instead of putting him in the freaking dungeons. Boom.
Yes, I understand this, but Joffrey does not. And
yeah.
They're babying, right? Mm-hmm. They're babying him. He doesn't have all the information. He's making bad decisions because now the Lannisters lost 90% of their leverage in this war. And the Starks gained all of the leverage because now they have Jaime Lannister, not only the best swordsman, commander person besides Tywin, and the person who's Tywin wants to lead their house going forward in custody on the north side. Plus, I don't think Lady Stark or Robb Stark knows yet their father and husband have been murdered. As soon as they figure that out, they might just off Jaime, which is...
1 for 1.
Again, let me go to this. It was someone's responsibility to inform Joffrey the King of what's really going on. But the Lannisters are so cunning, manipulative, right? That they don't think Joffrey really needs to know everything. He doesn't need all the information. We can control him. We can manipulate him. That's his own mother speaking. That's like his mother thinking to herself, like, oh, we can control this kid. I'll control everything. I'll tell him what he needs to know. We don't need to tell him that the reason we're keeping Lord Stark prisoner is because he's leverage right now. Not because we're merciful. Not because we're like trying to be good or trying to be, we're womanly and we're weak so we can't kill him. That's not the reason we're keeping him, you idiot. They gave the hand of the king to Jaime Lannister, who isn't there. Jaime Lannister isn't there. So someone should be hand of the king while the hand of the king is... That hand of the king probably should have told the king, dude, this is what we're going to do and this is why. And it's the exact reason Robert Baratheon, before he died, said, Lord Stark, you're going to be protector of the realm until my son is of age and grows up. And under your guidance, sort of teach him restraint and all of that kind of stuff. But he's so young and he's so vindictive and he's been so twisted and warped by his mother and his family and everything. And he's just gotten away with everything. And he is this like golden child to be king. And it's all gone to his head. No one's given him a reality check. Besides, like, Tyrion in, like, the second episode. Slapped him across the face. Whoosh, and told him, like, you need to learn some humility to be king. And it does not look like that is the case. It looks like he has inherited 100% all of the bad parts of his family, which makes him a bad king. And he's going to have a lot of enemies now. And I see the entire Seven Kingdoms, besides like the Vale and maybe some others who don't care about this, everyone's going to war now. Because they found out Lord Stark died, that's going to push a lot of people to go to war with the crown, the head of the kingdom, because they killed him. Because of one impulsive move that been tempered. If you just had let the kid know. Maybe he still would have done it, even if maybe he still would have made up his own mind that he wanted to kill Lord Stark. I think they have a lot of power, but not a lot of sense. Lord Stark had so much honor and combat experience and common sense. Not enough to save himself. Because if he could have gotten out of that and Jaime Lannister was caught, this would be a whole new story. But now it sucks that leadership is now gone. And again, Varys, the spy master guy, he was coming to Lord Stark at the end and saying, you're gonna die. Basically telling him you're dead. And the only reason you're not dead is your leverage. And Lord Stark knew that. He knew he was leverage. But he kept saying, I serve the realm.
And he wants peace.
And at the end of the day, Lord Stark's honor is the reason he's honorable to a fault.
Yeah. That's what got him.
That's what got him, but that's what got the realm too. Like, he wanted to serve the realm and do what was right and just.
That's not how it
But
goes.
he couldn't bend. He broke.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to bend to save himself, but not only that, save the realm from this conflict. He so insisted on outing the Lannisters.
Yes, he went really deep with that.
Of their treachery, of their their relationship with Jaime and the Queen.
Mm-hmm.
He was so, and I understand he's driven by the anger of them doing that to his son, and he's just so angry with it. He could have went about it in a different way. He bended his way of doing things a little bit to survive, to provide at least their faction, Robb, the North, Stannis, the faction he wanted to assume the throne because it was the right thing, because Stannis is the next heir, that he could have survived to provide them with the leadership, the wisdom, the combat experience, and his son, who now has to go to war at 20-ish, or how old he is, no experience. He's done a good job, but no experience, and put him in a position where he now has to face this burden that is very...
It's deep.
And I just hope, I don't know, not to criticize him too much, because hindsight's 20/20, you know? In the moment you think something's right and you really believe it. Again, he needed more people around him thinking and helping him through this, besides all the counselors, because they're just giving him the information that they wanted to give him and turning their own ambition to lead and stuff. The man was put into a snake pit and he died. And the world is going to suffer because of it. I feel like Khaleesi is kind of the same way. She has ideals different than the people around her, and they're almost mirrored in a way where she's not losing her life, but she's losing herself. Her husband is dying. She's giving birth to a child now. And maybe in a way it's going to be a new beginning for her.
Maybe.
Where Lord Stark, it is the end.
But they did say that once the leader, Khal Drogo, is dead, she is nothing.
So she's dead.
That's what
what I'm saying is, I don't think it's going to be the same outcome as Lord Stark. I don't think both of them will die.
Oh, okay.
One died. So in a story sense, a mirrored image of themselves where they have ideals. On one side, the ideal's killed. On the other side, she has a second chance. If she dies in the next episode, I'm going to be like, well, fuck it. Everything's off. In a story sense, if you're telling a story, as someone who writes stories, I write fantasy stories. On one side, I should make that my title. Fantasy writer reacts to Game of Thrones for the first time. I probably get 1 billion views. I might do that, actually. On one side, like I said, person with their ideals breaks. On the other side, same deal. Person with ideals bending, but survives, becomes a new person because of it. Their situation with Khal Drogo, if he dies, she can live on and recover, where it's like a mirrored image across the sea of each other. Like Daenerys and Lord Stark are similar. And sort of like Viserys, now we're just making like random comparison. I'm just talking. Viserys is like Joffrey. On one side, he both belligerent, both claim they have power. But on the one side, Viserys didn't have no power. Died because of it.
He was laughed at.
On the other side, Joffrey, all the power of the 7 kingdoms, or the power of his family at this point. The power leads him to success in his goal, which is to fight the Starks. Doing pretty well, killed one, but at what cost? What cost is this going to be for him? He's going to realize eventually he made the wrong choice. He might not live that long.
I don't know. Once everyone knows that Lord Stark was murdered, it's going to be...
It's stabby time. Stick him with the pointy end time in the 7 kingdoms.
I already hated him back then.
Our breakdown is almost as long as the reaction at this point. So.
Oh my goodness.
If you guys want to see uncut breakdowns, because we're definitely going to have to cut some of this out.
Yeah.
It's going to be in the Immersive crew We love you guys section of our YouTube channel and our Patreon. If you don't want to do the Patreon price and get everything, you can do the YouTube membership. We can do what we want to do and do what we love. Like I said in the beginning, if you didn't watch that part, I'm going to timestamp it. It's going to be like explaining our YouTube predicament. I'll title it. You can scroll back to there and watch it. We really want to do these extra parts, but it is killing our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
YouTube,
they're like, nah.
Because no one really, they just want to watch the reaction and get the hell out of here. They don't want to watch all this behind the scenes stuff. So we're going to put our extended parts of the reaction in our members tier, which is only $2. YouTube doesn't count that as part of your like channel that goes out to everyone. So they don't count that as like into the pie of whatever they try to do to sell ads, you know. And if you want more of an explanation of that at some point and you want to ask me questions, I do live streams every Saturday night. That's when I do all my editing for the Monday episodes and all of our extra content that we put on the channel. If you want to talk to me about it, then there's a perfect time to do face-to-face conversation, Q&As. We can just chat about whatever you want, whatever's going on.
It's like a good one-on-one with your people.
Well, I've had a lot of good conversations about people who either have experience making videos or people who have experience watching a lot of reactions or people who have no computer experience whatsoever. And we talk about like the differences of our generations, and I had a whole conversation about just growing up with a computer. Literally, if I didn't grow up with a computer, I would not know how to use one. That's all on the channel. You can watch that if you want. Anyway.
We appreciate you watching our reactions to this. Hopefully the next one will be so emotional burden on my brain cells.
Yeah, it was hard. I was trying to look for more information, like a way out for him. That's why I really didn't react when he was getting killed, because I thought something would happen. Something would stop it. And I kind of was in shock after it didn't. I was like, I can't believe that.
Please let us know in the comments if we missed anything. I'm sure we did.
Yeah, we probably did. Thank you
for watching
Immersive Reactions.
Until next time.
Peace! If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. It helps us get recognition on our videos, and we'll react to more in the future. Thank you.